What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another preview episode of Titans Tube. It is week 7, and yes, Caleb is back with me after his long trip to Girl Scout camp. It's a Girl Scout. Sorry, it wasn't Girl Scout camp. I was just making fun of him. But we're back to preview this upcoming game between the Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. And guys, we are late getting this video out. So this is not going to be your traditional Titans Tube preview where we break this down, break that down, flash some pictures up, show some highlights. We're trying to get this video up as quickly as possible, so we're going to skip all of the editing and just get right to the breakdown. But Caleb, we do need to give a shout out to some good friends of ours at Titans Tube. Perhaps one is part of that shirt you're wearing.
It is, and part of the shirt you're wearing, Justin, Marigota, who has not been playing like that as of recently. But yes, check out the makers of these shirts and other awesome Titan shirts, hang10.com. That's hangtn.com. Use the code Titans2 for 10% off your order. Also, if you want to listen to this episode as a podcast, you can subscribe to Titans Tube on iTunes now. Listen to every episode with just the audio as a podcast. Give us a rating. Come on, dudes. All right, Justin, tossing it to you.
All right. Also, check out the Backyard Dog BBQ Sauce. Check out their GoFundMe page. This is a great thing that they're trying to start out, and it starts with delicious barbecue sauce, and they're trying to get this thing off the ground and on the market. So please check them out. They're great friends of ours. The Backyard Dog BBQ Sauce. Caleb, got that tagline?
Sauce got your tongue.
With the British twist to it, because that is appropriate. Because we're going to have to talk like this if we're going to be playing in London, showing them what the Titans are all about. And if we do that, then we might put up 0 points, because that's what we were about last week.
Rightfully so, chap.
But yeah, so we're just going to run right through this. So the LA Chargers right now are 4-2. They've suffered losses to some really good teams. Their 2 losses came to the Chiefs and the Rams, but their wins came against some uninspiring teams. They beat the Bills, 49ers, Raiders, and Browns. So they beat the teams that are bad, but they've lost to teams that are top of the NFL. So, but still, winning is what it's all about. They've got a 4-2 record. And as far as how they measure up, Caleb, they're pretty much top in the league with every single category. With the rush offense, pass offense, top half of the league, I guess I should have said. Rush offense, pass offense, same thing on the defensive side of the ball. But their biggest one is that they are 6th in the NFL in rushing offense. And Melvin Gordon, Caleb, he's a good running back. He's going to be tough to stop. How do you think we're gonna do this? I think we're getting Wesley Woodyard back, so that'll help. But defense is going to face a challenge here with that offense.
Yeah, I mean, through the Chargers' wins and their 4-2 record, their offense has been putting up the points. Obviously, they're 5th in the league in most points put up so far through 6 weeks. So that is an intimidating number to me, not because of what I'm worried about our defense, but can our offense even hold pace with 21 points? According to the Ravens, they cannot. So honestly, I'm so glad. It's great that we're getting Wesley Woodyard back. I think we sorely missed him against Baltimore last week. I think his absence was a big reason that they did so well on third downs, especially third and longs. Listening to some of the analysts after the game, they were saying that a lot of those third and longs were just kind of miscommunications between the secondary. And I know Rashaan Evans had probably his best game of his young career so far, at least his most active on the stat sheet, but I think he was missing in communication more times than not, especially on those third downs, obviously. So I'm not really worried about our defense. We hold the Ravens' offense isn't anything special, and we still held them to 21 points. The week before, we held the Bills to only 13. So I think our defense is quietly getting the job done, and we're still overall we're top 10, including according to stats. So. Yeah, I'm not worried about our defense, Justin. I know they got Melvin Gordon. I know they got Phillip Rivers, who has an incredible touchdown-to-interception ratio, 15-3. Yeah. Compare that to Mariota's 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Yeah, that's great for Phillip Rivers. I mean, Phillip Rivers has always been one to put up great touchdown numbers, but typically he puts up a pretty high interception rate with that too, and doesn't post a great record more times than not. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
right now,
I
I was
don't
surprised
know,
to see
man.
this. Phillip Rivers is actually number 2 in the NFL in passer rating behind Drew Brees. So he's having like a career year this late and at this stage in his career. So he's finding some rhythm, finding some chemistry. So we've got to force him into some kind of mistakes that he is prone to making. He is kind of prone to making these turnovers happen. So that's going to be a huge key, I think, for the defense.
Yeah. And they got some big-time receivers out there. I mean, all the way until their number 3 guy, Tyrell Williams, who had 2 long touchdown passes last week against the Browns secondary. Then they got Mike Williams, the guy who I originally wanted to draft. Still, we got Corey Davis. That's okay. I like Corey.
Top 2 receivers of the 2017 draft.
Yeah. Going up against each other. Yeah, man. Where was I? What were you saying?
Yeah, man. Also, they have that rookie. I think he's a rookie. Austin Eckler guy.
Eckler.
Really
Austin Eckler.
Eclair.
You must be hungry over there, man. You got the munchies?
Eckler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dangerous weapon for him. Maybe I do. But he's a dangerous weapon for him. He coming in and substituting for Melvin Gordon. He's a threat in the backfield to catch passes and run the ball. He's already made some huge plays this year. So lots of options for this Chargers offense. But like you said, our defense kind of, bend but don't break. They kind of come together. They corral around the ball. As long as they come out hustling and play hard with they come out really motivated and come out and really want to stick it to the Chargers and really execute and do their jobs, I think they can challenge some of the better offenses in the league. But that remains to be seen, especially if we can't get a pass rush going, man. We haven't touched on the pass rush. Got to get some pass rush going.
Yeah, we are going to have to generate a pass rush regardless of the team we're playing, better than we did last week against the Ravens. And then our offensive line will have to stop the pass rush better than they did last week. I mean, I know I don't want to even repeat the number of sacks that Ravens got against us. It was record-setting for them, and it was ridiculous. So I don't know what's going on with our offensive line, but I think that's where it lies for me. Our offense has to get it going. I know we were making all the excuses for them 3 and 4 weeks in about how, we lost Delaney Walker game 1. We played that extra time against Miami. We had pieces missing. Mariota missed the game here, and then he came back in, but still, he's still not 100%. You know what? 6 weeks in, we're going into week 7. We almost got to bye. We got to put up more points, just more yards in general. We got to move the ball more efficiently than what we're doing. We're 31st in passing, 31st in receiving, 30th in first downs, 20th in rushing, 31st in putting up points. So we are literally doing nothing well on offense. And I don't know what to tell them. But I think it starts with the offensive line.
I don't know. Yeah.
It just seems like
it starts with controlling the line of scrimmage. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the offensive line first. They're going to have to play better than they did last week. And then I think Mariota is next. I have enough faith in our receivers that they can do the job, and I still have confidence in Dion Lewis and Derrick Henry. I don't think we're utilizing them very well over the course of a game with the schemes we're putting them in, but I think we can get them going too. I've seen the players they have been in the past, so they're not my worry. My worry is the offensive line collapsing essentially last week, and then Mariota continuing the regression that he showed last year, just being panicked, inconsistent, holding on to the ball too long, and then putting up, man. 2 TDs to 4 interceptions. That's our starting quarterback going up against Phillip Rivers, who's already thrown 15 TDs to 3 interceptions, and he's not even leading the league in passing. So, yeah.
No.
We're just going to put up better offense. What do you think? What's your key?
Yeah. My key? Are we moving on to keys now?
I just don't have one certain thing like that. That is, we're gonna have to.
There's so many keys.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that game last week, man. It's just hard. It's hard to find and see the. It's hard to point out 1 or 2 things because there's just so much that I feel like that needs to fall right for us, or that we need to fix and correct for us to have a chance to win. So. I don't know. I agree with you. I think it starts with the offensive line. The Chargers, they've got some great pass rushers. Joey Bosa still is hurt, and he won't be playing, so that's good for us. But, I mean, they've got other capable guys like Melvin Ingram, great pass rusher. Jatavis Brown, who is questionable, but he's another great linebacker for him. And obviously their rookie, possibly the front runner for Defensive Rookie of the Year, Derwin James, he leads their team in sacks with 3.5. So he's obviously going to be a key for the offense to keep account of. But, yeah, I mean, we just got to find some kind of rhythm, and Matt LaFleur is going to have to really game plan his butt off to find weaknesses in this Chargers defense, calling the right plays, getting Mariota comfortable, and that, again, for the millionth time, getting Mariota comfortable starts with the protection in the offensive line. Let him see the field and pick his guys. And so that's got to be my key. Yeah, on the offensive side, I'm right with you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, reiterate that. I think it might be the majority of Titans fans' keys going into this week.
After
They're like,
a game where you
I don't want to see Mariota be
sacked.
Yeah, you can't really.
Yeah.
I can't criticize it. We weren't throwing the ball or running the ball. We were just getting sacked every single play. So let's just not let that happen again in London. But Justin, you know what? I'm actually going to pick the Titans here, even against all the odds they're stacked up against. Are you still surprised?
Yeah.
Are you still surprised?
No,
Are you surprised?
Because that's what Titans Tube's all about.
Just picking the Titans.
Picking our team.
But you know what? We've seen good teams play really bad, or potentially good teams play really bad in London over the years. Somehow that just happens to one team. I think the Titans have had their bad weeks the past 2 weeks. I think we're looking ahead. We're starting to get players a little healthy, and people are like, oh, yeah, we get the bye week next week after the Chargers. Like, I'm going to give it my all here, and then I can rest a little bit as I'm already kind of on the trend of getting healthier. So getting Wesley Woodyard back, I think our defense will do enough to stop the Chargers' run and to hold Malcolm Butler, looking at you, hold and shut down the Chargers receivers. So I'm looking at the offense to put up something, and I think Mariota is really going to rally the team, and I think Taylor Lewan will rally the offensive line, and I think they're going to do it. Pull off a big one in London, which we need going into the bye week. I'm going to say 17. Nope. You know what? I still think the Chargers will put up some points. I'm going to go a little higher scoring here. I'm going to say 27-23 Titans. Can the Titans offense put up 27
points? That'd be a season high. I would be down.
It might take overtime again. It might take overtime. Did against the Eagles.
So they're going to – you said 27-23?
Yeah, 27-23. Titans.
So we're going to get
in
two
London.
Safeties in overtime. I like it.
We're going to get what?
But, yeah.
So what?
We're going to get 2 safeties in overtime. You picked a 4-point win, but you said we might go to overtime.
I did. Well, I said –
I'm just teasing you.
Shut up. I said it might take us to overtime to get the win. Maybe – no, I don't know. It took us to overtime to get to even close to 27 points so far this season. So that was my point.
Yeah, true that.
What's your prediction, Justin?
My prediction is, I'm going to pick the Titans to win. Man, I just hope we put together a watchable performance in front of London, in front of the Europe, and whoever else is watching. I don't know. Is it broadcasting elsewhere besides the U.S. and Europe? I don't know. I don't care. I just hope the Titans win. I'm going to pick them to steal this one 23-21 on a suck up our MVP field goal. He's going to get it done for us. So, yeah, man, let's do this. This is huge. If we can go into the bye week at 4-3, that would be amazing. I think everyone would be feeling a lot better about this team. But if we go into the bye week at 3-4 and we have New England coming to town, it's not going to be a lot of fun for these next 2 weeks looking at the outlook of Titans football for the rest of the season. So it's a big game. Looking forward to it.
Titans have had some.
And that's about
Titans have had some incredible highs and some incredibly deep lows this season. I feel sorry for the fan base because I am one of the fan base. It has been a hard season so far. 1 week I am riding so high.
We're due
and
for
the next week,
a high.
I've absolutely lost every single ounce of confidence I have in any part of the team. It's crazy. Complete 180. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just saying if we
boy.
lose, I feel like after the Ravens game, Titans fans were really starting to wonder if they should panic. I think if we drop this game to the Chargers, especially if it's in a poor manner like it is again, I think that would be the time where people actually go over the edge, especially with 2 weeks until we play our next game after the bye week. And I think some changes would actually come in the bye week if we lose to the Chargers. I think the team would make some changes, possibly.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe make a deal for some more offensive weapons, a wide receiver,
J-Rob
Mari
gonna
Cooper.
Pull some plugs. Yeah.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I don't want to see us lose this game going into bye week on a 3-game losing streak. I just don't think that's good. So yeah, got to get it done, Justin. We're going to do it up in London. Who's watching? Yeah. It'll be too early for the tea and crumpets. But it'll be a nice game.
Get a sip of milk of the poppy. Hey, by the way, I should have said this at the beginning, but in your absence, I do want to give a shout-out to Christopher Newell of Titans in Truth for joining me a couple days ago, recapping that terrible Ravens game and talking a little bit about this Chargers matchup. So if you haven't, please subscribe to Christopher Newell. He has a great Titans channel. Talks some Titans. He's a great guy. He's a funny dude, and he knows his stuff. So give him a
Titans in Truth is the name of the
So-
channel. Check it out. Go say hey to Chris from Titans Tube. Chris, we'll have to have you all back on when I can be here. See the chemistry between me and you instead of Justin and you. I'm sure it'll be better than you guys were. Ha!
Oh.
Suck it.
All
right, that will wrap it up. That will wrap it up.
That's gonna do it for us. Yeah.
Take us out.
Okay. Yes. So subscribe. Give us some patrons. We have a Patreon. Please check it out. And if you'd like to listen to this episode on iTunes, you can check out our podcast, Titans Tube, on iTunes. And what else am I missing?
What? That's it.
I don't know. That was a terrible outro. But you know what? That's what you guys are stuck with because we ain't editing this one. We're going for
efficiency and speed
not
and
quality.
efficiency here, people. Speed.
Yes.
And
believe in your team. Believe in the Titans. We can get it done.
believe
It's
in the
NFL.
Titans. Believe
It's all about
in the
bouncing
Titans.
back.
Believe. All right. Have you stopped recording yet? Have you stopped recording?
Okay.
Did you stop recording?